This Trek has been rotting in the back of my shop since last year. It's dirty, it's broken, and it's currently wearing a trailer hitch that's paralyzed the entire drivetrain. Some people might call this a parts bike. I'm calling it a payday. The challenge? 12 hours to go from wall art to sold. If I win, the shop fund grows. If I fail, I've wasted a whole day on a bike that might be terminal. 12 hours on the clock. Let's see if we can find the pile of profit in this pile of aluminum. We're almost 30 minutes in and we've hit our first potential deal breaker. This chain isn't just off the rails, it's knotted in the rear derailleur like a bad fishing line. In a 12-hour flip, time is your most expensive part. If this derailleur is bent or the spring is snapped, I'm dead in the water. Ordering a replacement would take days and the 12-hour challenge would end right here. I'm gonna try to untangle the mess and route it properly. It's a tad greasy, frustrating puzzle, but if the bones in this derailleur are still straight, we might stay on schedule. Here we go. Moment of truth. Will it shift or are we heading to the parts bin? Are you kidding me? Crisp, clean, and indexed. I haven't even touched a barrel adjuster yet. The bike gods are definitely smiling on the shop fund today. We just saved hours of diagnostic work, but don't celebrate yet. We still have that trailer hitch tourniquet to deal with on the front end of the bike. I got so caught up in the heat of the 12-hour clock that I forgot to hit record when I performed the surgery. But you need to see what I found. This is a culprit. A Bell trailer hitch. It's heavy, it's clunky, and some mechanic decided the best place would be right on top of the front derailleur cable. It's in the scrap bin now, weight reduced, cable freed, and the 12-hour clock is still ticking. Next up, we're heading outside because these wheels are still wearing a year's worth of Omaha dust. You can't have a 12-hour challenge without a setback. I was hoping for a simple top-off, but the rear tube is toast. Every minute spent wrestling a tire is a minute we aren't cleaning or listing the bike. And then, the rookie mistake. The valve stem is coming out crooked. If I leave it like that, it's a flat waiting to happen. Do it once, do it right. The clock is ticking, but we don't cut on corners or safety. With that out of the way, it's time for the secret weapon. A little Dawn power wash and a soft brush to get the Omaha road grime off the rubber. Now, this is a tedious part, but if you want that shop fund to grow, you have to sell a bike that looks like it's been cared for, one spoke at a time. Now, this is getting eerie. No broken spokes, no wobbles, no hops. I haven't even had to reach for a spoke wrench. I'm starting to think the bicycle gods really want me to get a new set of shop tools at the end of the year. Both wheels are true and clean. Let's get them back inside before the weather changes. We're a few hours in, and the clock is ticking. The wheels are ready, but this frame still looks like it's been living in a barn. It's much easier to get into the nooks and crannies with the wheels out of the way. Time for the Dawn Power Wash treatment. I'm not just rinsing it, I'm using a soft brush to agitate all that grit. We're scrubbing away years worth of neglect. There's a payoff. This isn't just an entry-level aluminum bike anymore. It's starting to look like a Value Bike Advocate special. A quick wipe down to dry it off and check the work. We have some damage here, probably from that trailer hitch. Hope it doesn't impact my profit too much. The frame is clean, the wheels are true, and the clock is still ticking. We aren't out of the woods yet. We still have to put the puzzle back together, and I have a feeling the front derailleur is going to put up a fight now that the trailer hitch is gone. 3 hours in, we're in the home stretch, but the bike is fighting back. I went to drop the rear wheel in and realized no springs on the skewer. It's a tiny detail, but without these, getting the wheels centered is a headache every time you have a flat. Somewhere in an Omaha garage, these springs are sitting in a dusty floor. No springs! This is where it pays to be a bit of a bike hoarder. My wife tells me to clean out the shop, but when you're on a 12-hour clock, your junk is actually your inventory. With the springs back in place, the wheel finds its happy home instantly. No fumbling, no mismanagement. Not even 4 hours on the clock. We're in the final stretch, but we still need to see if freeing that cable from the trailer hitch actually fixes a problem. As expected, the cable is completely stretched out and loose. This is the easiest win in the book. I'm backing off the anchor, pulling the cable taut, and locking it back down. No new parts, no hidden costs, just a little bit of tension and some mechanical common sense. Perfect! From paralyzed drivetrain to crisp, reliable shifting. That trailer hitch might have tried to kill this bike, but we just brought it back to life. It's time to reconnect and adjust the rear brakes. We're so close, but one of the rear brake arms aren't cooperating. It's sluggish and just hanging out against the rim instead of snapping back. In a race against the clock, these little things are what eat your lunch. I'm adding some tension to the spring and double checking the wheel alignment. Sometimes if the wheel isn't perfectly centered in the dropouts, the brakes will never feel right. After a few more adjustments, there it is, crisp, centered, and safe. That mushy feeling is gone. Now the front brakes. They give me no trouble and work as soon as I get them connected. We're coming down to the wire. Everything is mechanically sound, but the Value Advocate way is all about the details. I'm hitting the spots I missed, making sure there isn't a speck of Omaha dust left. If you want top dollar, you need top tier photos. I'm getting the drivetrain side, the cockpit, and every angle. You're seeing the dream of a ready-to-ride bike, not just a hunk of aluminum. The price is set at $120. That feels like a fair deal for a fully serviced Trek and a solid win for the shop fund. Now we wait. It's been almost an hour. My phone is absolutely blowing up. It looks like I wasn't the only one who thought this bike was worth saving. The 12-hour challenge is officially a success. The bike is done, listed, and the buyers are lining up. Did I get my full asking price? And how much did the project actually add to the year-end shop fund? Stick around for the next How Much video, where I reveal the final profit, the full YouTube stats, and the next step in our shop upgrade journey. See you then!